People, that's what I always tell my friends.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to actually showcase our beauty more.
Yeah. They should come.
As opposed to being so excited to go out there and experience other cultures and their beauties.
Yeah, so we are not much educated about how beautiful we are. We think that, most of us think that bleaching or doing some things like makeup stuffs, and like you should maybe put on some makeup so that you can look beautiful, but it doesn't work like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
So hold it right there, Lynette. Let me ask you, Molly.
Okay.
Clearly, you guys are ambassadors of this whole amazing organization and the very, very different, very, very radical work that you're doing, which I think is good. So, what's your role? Mnafanya nini generally as ambassadors?
Okay, our role as ambassadors, we are here to advocate for our culture, to advocate and to educate people so that they may be culture-oriented. So you find that most people are brainwashed by the so-called wazungu, in that they are forgetting their culture, what they are meant to do. So us as ambassador, we are here to educate. We are here to make them learn and unlearn what they were told before.
Yeah, that's amazing. But, you know, times have really changed, Steph, because I know you want to jump in. But allow me to look at this thing differently, Molly, because you know, we're living in a global village.
Yeah, true.
Especially in this era of the internet. You mean you cannot just isolate yourself from the world. Yeah. You know, because I've had muzungu in this conversation. But don't you think as Africans where we are right now, we can learn one or two things about beauty, that's whatever. For example, whatever's happening in different cultures around the world. Mm-hmm. You know, not just wazungus. Even the Fijians, you know what I mean? The Asians. Don't you think it's about time we start embracing different cultures and then come up with something that's uniquely our own?
Yeah, it is time to embrace our culture as African. In that through culture we'll be able to gain popularity, and maybe through culture even we'll be able to change our how do we call it? Our standard of living as Africans, because you find that most Africans depends on colonization rather than depending on the change that our leaders brought after independence.
Our Pan-African leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So no problem. I feel like I understand where you guys are going with this thing. Clearly. Steph, what's your question?
We're quite a diverse city.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of nationalities here.
Yeah.
So what is your view on working with them and letting them know, you know, the culture that we have, as well as embracing theirs so that they don't feel discriminated?
Yeah. How can we be more collaborative?
Actually, one thing we must accept that we don't have to look like them. Yeah, we don't. Actually, personally, I don't have to look. Maybe I don't have to bleach my skin so that I may look like wazungu. Wazungu, yeah. I don't have to look like wazungu.
I know.
You guys are against wazungu.
No, not against them.
No. Let me tell you. Wait. Let me say.
What's going on?
Let me say. Yeah. Now, I know I have a sharp pointed nose. I know that, right?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I mean, that's up to you.
And I know I've not applied makeup, and I'm pretty already.
Nice.
So it doesn't work like, let me say, it doesn't matter how your skin looks like.
Of course.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. But why are Kenyans bleaching or Africans bleaching?
That's a good question.
Why are you bleaching? Tell us. Why?
Me?
No, the people. I'm asking the people.
Okay,
why are they bleaching? Okay. Apart from bleaching your skin or changing the shape of my big nose or my I don't know if I have a big mouth. I don't know what or my nyash.
Yeah.
Let's say why should I change myself? Why should I change who I am?
Myself the same
you know,
yeah.
Because may feel like these people who colonized us, Africans, they knew that we were very wise. They knew if we were educated, we could be a burden or a threat to them.
Yeah.
Because education is everything. You know, if we were educated in terms of our culture, for me, in terms of our culture, the art, it really brings people together.
I agree.
If we really knew that, I may feel no one could even try colonizing Africans.
Let me ask you,
yeah.
Because you look like you're very young.
Yeah, I'm very young.
You're a Gen Z.
Yeah, yes I am.
I like your attire. So is this usually how you dress kila siku? when you're going about your business?
I dress the way, like I like African attires.
That's nice.
So I dress the way I want. I feel.
So is it like, do you go out there to buy how you dressed, Ama, you just make them by yourself?
I don't. Some.
Yeah.
I make it. I make them myself, but some I have that one person. Nileteni tashona. Niko na mtu wangu. Yeah. So I have that person. So I have. I always get my attires from this African. Bruna. Yeah. She's a model.
Nice.
So I see.
Yeah.
Some of some of outfits.
Yeah. And then you can always, speak your Swahili. I was going to pressure. You can even speak Sheng. This
really?
is Africa. This is Africa. Africa is our business.
Oh no.
Pressure mingi.
So iko hivi.
Exactly. Very good. Very good.
Okay,
I see you're struggling with English.
No, I'm not even struggling. I'm like I'm used to telling people the way it is. Iko hivi. I'm a Gen Z. So iko hivi. Okay. Nguo zangu huwa naangalia kwa nani? Bruna ni model. And the good thing about our African culture, you don't have to think, haufai kufikiria sana. Yani sina time ya kufikiria sana. Mimi ni vibe, bora niko smart.
Bora uko presentable.
Yeah, bora niko smart. Gen Z hawaangalii presentable.
Ni smart.
Hey,
atuangali presentable. I wanted to say something.
I love that.
I wanted to say something. Nilikuwa nataka kusema kitu about the view how Africans we are. Venye nilisema we are stupid, and I'm not correcting that because we are.
You're allowed to say that. It's your observation.
Because have you realized tukiwa maandamano, imagine mzungu angekuwa maandamano, umejua angeuliwa. Have you ever? Yeah.
Lakini hauko
like kuna venye wamekeo angekuwa Kenya.
Unasema angekuwa Kenya.
Tungekuwa Kenya ama Africa.
Yes.
Angekuwa protected.
Really?
Mbona sisi tusikuwe protected kama tuko country yao, ama mbona tusikuwe protected venye wana protectiwa, kwa sababu polisi wa Kenya wako very stupid design yenye.
No, please. So
sorry.
I just feel like wording is a bit
I should tell them because it's very painful. Let's say if African,
let's be respectful. Let's be I think this is the right language.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Let's say
it's a bit too much.
No, what can I say? Okay, let's say like if we were doing the maandamano with the wazungu. Do you know, like if you compare how the police officers are treating us, it's very different.
Okay.
Very different.
I understand.
And we are bitter about it.
Let me say something. So I think we're all in agreement that whatever the police did was very wrong.
Yeah.
Especially how it goes, the way they deal with the crowds.
Yeah.
But let's just focus on beauty.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what we're here for, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it comes to, in fact, let me jump to now, Molly.
Yeah. Okay.
Molly, when you're out here, do you feel like your dressing is meant to address certain things that you don't agree with when it comes to matters governance, matters politics? Are you trying to put out a message out there for the system? Is it like you're being rebellious to this system?
Actually, not that I'm rebellious to the system. I'm here to embrace my culture.
Okay.
So that's why when you look at me, I don't braid my hair using braids. In that, I believe that I have beautiful hair. My beautiful hair can be used. My beautiful hair can be braid, whatever I need or any style I want.
Yeah.
Even my dressing code. I don't have to put on, how do we call them? I don't have to put on...
Kewinya.
Oh, no, even wig. I don't have to add on wig.
Okay. Yeah.
As African, we should learn on how to believe in ourselves. Believe the way you are.
Yes.
Knowing that you are beautiful and handsome, you don't have to shave your hair in order to look handsome for men.
Yeah.
As ladies, we don't have to put human hair or wigs to look beautiful.
Yes.
Just believe on what you are doing.
Yeah.
And through this, you'll be able to change all this diversity.
Yeah. So that's really amazing. So do you have any events that you're going to host anytime soon when it comes to matters fashion or anything like that?
Okay. Personally, I'm working with Queening Africa.
Okay.
Queening Africa, we are embracing culture by making bags using using sisal, the kiondos.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the kiondos.
Yeah.
And also maybe we are planning next year to have a, how do we call it, a seminar for black African. Yeah. And we are planning to invite all Africans globally.
Yes.
So they may come and learn from us.
That's going to be a big event.
Yeah, it's going to be a big event. Yeah.
Clearly. So you know what? You guys are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
And is there a way Kenyans can partner with you? People, because you're very, very young, you know? And you're doing something that's very radical and different, obviously. But you have a lot of strides to make in terms of, you know, getting out there and spreading the word. Obviously, it's not easy coming here to Spice and, you know, trying to talk about your story and how you're being resourceful and adding value to our society.
Yeah.
As a Pan-African, I'm very proud. You know what I mean? Steph, you're a Pan-African as well. So when you sing young, Ama, you're not. JP, some of us grew up with, you know, fat farm.
Question to me.
Would you ever dress up like this?
Yeah, definitely.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh snap! On Friday you were wearing the African
yes, African
thing.
I love it. I love what's going on here. I actually just want to ask them one question.
What's that?
What is your definition of beauty?
Wow.
In Africa? How do you guys define this beauty? Because I feel like there are probably some listeners out there. We have many Kenyan women who love to put on the braids. They love to put on the wigs. It's a huge population.
Yeah.
So for you guys to coexist with them as well, so they don't see, the guys who are trying to be so African. You know how people are.
Yeah.
You know, so you guys can have that coignance, and you're, as much as you're Kenyan and you're embracing this culture, you're also embracing other communities, people who are doing different than you, because people are different.
Yeah.
They like some things that are different. How do you define this beauty? What is beauty to you?
According to me, the word beauty, actually I will relate with the Maasais.
Oh, nice.
If you see the Maasais, how they carry themselves, I think all of us, excluding the Maasais, I think the Maasais were not colonized. The way they carry themselves.
Let me tell you something. You know, they resisted at some point.
Yeah.
And it's not even about the Muzungu the way we imagine it. They even resisted influence from other cultures.
From other culture.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's very beneficial to them, you know, because they're very authentic. People actually treat them very, very well, with respect, and they make money out of their culture. Yeah. So I feel like you're right.
Yeah.
To me, that's true beauty.
Yeah.
Actually, the way they carry themselves, the Maasais, their attire, their source of income, their source of income. Actually, many of Maasais are into beadwork.
Oh, true.
Beadwork.
Yeah. And they're known for that internationally.
Yeah.
They are into beadwork.
And they always like selling kienyeji like medicines to us. So we are like, no, I can't. I'm not saying nakunywa.
Izo madamu.
But they
would you drink that dawa for headache? Yeah, those ones are fake.
No, it's specific.
But they are me personally, I think their medicines are the best.
Do you actually take them?
Yeah, I do.
What?
Yeah, we do, and they really help.
So you usually go for the herbs.
We don't go; they come.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
but they come.
Oh, that's nice.
We are very good friends with the Maasai people. Now they come to Mathare and they sell. So it's not something big.
I think they also admire how you guys dress. So
in fact, they love us. Yeah.
Wow, so that's your definition of beauty. And I think I agree with
the
you
Maasai,
on that.
authenticity.
The Maasai. Of the Maasai as a culture, it's quite an amazing thing. What about you?
Me? Let me see.
What does it mean? You know, African beauty.
African beauty?
Yeah,
I wanted to say the same, but now I'm like seeing another culture.
Take your time. You're giving us an example of another culture.
Example?
Yeah.
Somali.
Ah, that's nice.
Somali. I could say that because I've worked with them several times. Like they are very, like these people, they are into their culture that much.
Yeah.
They really respect their culture compared to us. Other cultures, because they are the only people who are practicing the culture apart from the Maasai, like doing some stuff, let me say vitu za kitambo zile za wazee, they still practice. Like they're not changing things like us. If you ever sit or let's say if you ever interacted with them, I feel the Somali.
So it sounds like the main message behind you two is that we as Africans should start embracing our culture.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're, we deal with West or how diverse we are. We just need to remember where we came from.
Yeah.
Because there are some people who take, wearing the wigs and makeup as art for them.
Yeah.
That's how they portray their artwork.
Yeah.
But it's all about remembering who you are at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just something I wanted to say before Kev, you jump in.
Yeah.
I've heard you guys talking about Mzungu. But do you know that if a Mzungu walks in here, they probably want you guys?
I know.
Probably hit on you first.
I know.
No, like honestly, Kev.
That's true.
Like
Especially because of how you look.
especially because of the way you look.
Yeah.
So
But
as much as you guys are kind of against them, or you sound like
I know.
anti-Mzungu, but if a Mzungu was to walk in here right now, and not for anything, I mean, Stephanie is a beautiful woman.
You know,
You're a
Stephanie's
beautiful
indoctrinated.
woman. You're a beautiful woman. But Mzungu is gonna be like, let me try the one with the hat.
Colonized,
It's
She's
interesting.
authentic.
The beads and it's gonna be so interesting to
Actually,
know.
that one is the hat. You made the JP, you're very right. Because, let me nini. You know one thing that's crazy, yeah? Lynette over here has
Yes.
been trashing the Mzungu narrative badly.
No.
We need to stop being stupid.
Yeah.
But
No.
it's funny because the same Mzungu are the ones who are actually promoting the African cultures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Some.
buying your beads, they're buying your clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're marrying you.
Ooh.
It's true.
Would you
I'm
be
not
married?
saying
They're
you.
not marrying me.
Not you, but ati marrying to oppress.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
no,
such a general
no,
statement.
let me tell you, like us, you know what the problem with us Africans, like, okay, like you've said, the Mzungus are coming marrying us, but this, you see our ladies, they are seeing that as an opportunity
That's not a bad thing.
Or like to go to other.
because they have money.
See,
they
that's
have,
not funny.
yeah.
Let me
They
ask you,
don't
when you
know.
want your daughter to marry someone poor?
Oh, whose daughter?
One day when you have a daughter.
Who said I want to have a
Okay,
daughter?
sawa.
Oh, you don't want to have. Okay.
I want to have a son.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
no daughters.
So kindly, Kev, ask the specific question. Just try-
I
No.
need to ask specific question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're crazy.
So like there, like we think most of where I come from. I'll say why I say that. Where I come from, people think like most of them are ladies. They think like if you have mzungu, like your life, your entire life. Life yako yote utakuwa mrich, like they're dreaming big when they have a mzungu, not when they have the African men. Sijui kama mnanielewa, like ukiwa na mzungu kuna ile ati nani akiwa na mzungu hiyo ni rada, unaget, huo ni rada. Wewe kwanza atatufungulia njia, ati lazima uwe na mzungu ndio ukuwe na rada. Kwanza ghetto wewe unajua ukiwa na mzungu wewe ni rada wewe msee.
Okay, sawa.
Yo.
But you guys are so dope.
Are there any challenges that you guys have faced when you're trying to come out and talk about your message to other people who may not be understanding it?
Yeah, there are some. Okay, I've been working with the Wazungus. Yeah, actually, it is not easy. Maybe sometimes they may think that you are demeaning them. You are demeaning them.
Why would they think that?
Okay, maybe let's say, for example, I'm employed with a white person. Maybe he's running an organization in Kenya. But the moment I start, nikianza kuwatupia maneno, yani going against them, they will think that personally I don't suit to be around them because I am against them. I'm against of maybe.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I've been working with the Wazungu.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also working with a project known as Takataka Zero. It is run by Wazungu.
Oh, so that's in the community.
Yeah, in the community. Okay. So, for example, as an ambassador, I'm into culture.
Okay.
Venturing into culture. So the moment I start, or maybe after this, maybe they are following what I'm doing now. So maybe they will see that they don't need to work with me because I am against them.
Okay, I think I get your point. You know what? We're really grateful that you guys are here. You know, and I think just like you said, the message obviously is for us to embrace our cultures. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
But also what I can tell you guys, because you're very young, clearly. Gen Zs, you're learning, you're out there, you're very abrasive, you're intense. what we like to do on this show is to give people like you an opportunity to share their stories and to show us how you're adding value to this country, which is really good. But at the same time, I feel like for many Africans, especially the ones who are pushing the Pan-African agenda, need to be open and embrace this new world that we're living in. You understand?
Yeah.
It's a global village. You cannot just close yourself in a room and say, oh, you know, it's our culture alone and we are the ones who are supposed to do that and because such and such is stupid. You know what I mean? Yeah. So my advice to you is get out there, learn new people, learn to live with people, learn to appreciate other cultures as much as you're pushing your own culture. Yeah. Because many a times, especially for the people who are out there, you know, Kwanzaa African people, you know what I mean? We feel like we're hated on. We feel like, you know, the world is against us. Yeah. And that's the narrative that we shouldn't have in our hearts. You understand? So even when you're pushing this African narrative, this cultural thing when it comes to beauty, I don't think you should push it from a position of hate.
Yeah, true.
You know, you shouldn't be too...
Bring people together and let them embrace their culture.
You shouldn't be too defensive about... There's nothing to be defensive about.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, both of you. Just get out there and show the world how beautiful you are. And you'll be surprised how people will be willing to hold you guys through.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't just keep on... The world, you know, we need to just keep on engaging. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming through. Guys, if you just joined us, we've been having some very, very aggressive, beautiful young Gen Zs. Yes, Molly Adowo and Lynette Ogoha. It's all about Black African Beauty Kenya ambassadors. This is really amazing. You know, I didn't think this conversation was going to go this way. Start young, you know, vibrant.
The energy. That's African culture.
That's African for you.
Yeah.
You guys, that's a misconception. Who said that all of us are energetic like that?
Energetic, man. You see, don't you see Steph?
Right,
Steph
let me
is doing a
ask
thing.
each of you, what is one thing that you like about Africa?
Yeah. Just one thing. Yeah, you don't have to explain too much. Just say, even if, just a word.
Hey, food.
Nice.
Attire.
I love that. Yeah, me too. The attire, man.
Memory lane, maybe, Steph?
Yeah.
Memory lane,
So let's go down memory lane. Back when you guys were teens, you know, that one song that would play that would make you happy, would make you energetic. You've had a long day. You just want to listen to it. It speaks to you. What would that be?
Even if it's an African song. Like, of course, you know what I mean.
I know one of Africa's song. Actually, it's called Mwanange.
That's a good one. Yeah, good stuff. And you?
Me.
Lynette?
Me, I love, what can I say? I love Kanungo.
Kanungo.
Yeah. Up to now.
You know, that's a classic. That's a very good song.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming through, like, you guys.
Okay,
it's
welcome.
been real. Easy. So when we come back, of course, we're going to cruise the internet. There's so much we're going to be talking about. Yeah. Also, in the next hour, stick around for more tunes. Speaking of African, let's bring it back to Nairobi. OTD, Jerai. We love this mama.
Absolutely.
She's a baddie. Twende kazi.
Playing the best music for hard-working Kenyans who are getting the job done.